Welcome, Eurovision fans. I wanted to make this quick video before work because now we can see the results for semifinal 1. We can see who barely missed out. So it makes me feel pretty good for a couple things, okay? So the winner was Australia. Like I said, Australia was my winner of semifinal 1. I got a hard time from some people, but that's who I felt won the semifinal. I was just being honest. Czech Republic got second. That's crazy. And then third goes to Iceland. I figured they were in the 3rd to 5th range because I thought it was a little too divisive to win. Estonia actually got 4th, so that's really good. 5th was Greece, which was my predicted winner of semifinal 1, not who I thought won after hearing it, but Greece got 5th. 6th was Slovenia. 7th was Serbia. 8th was San Marino, so we can stop blaming Serhat. He was firmly in there. Even if Ukraine had been in the contest, Serhat still would have qualified regardless. So we can't blame Serhat anymore, myself included. Tamta Cyprus was 9th, so she would have been on the edge had Ukraine been in here. And then Belarus would have been out. Belarus was 10th with Like It. Got 122 points, and 2 points from qualifying, Poland. Makes me feel so much better about my picks. I had major confidence in Poland. They missed out by 2 points, so I was very close to having 8 right out of 10, and my faith in Poland was valid, so that makes me happy. They were so close they could have gotten it, and it was a coin flip between Poland and Belarus. That was the country that was so close. Now, where I completely missed out on, Portugal got 15th with 51 points. Now, I know there's been talk of potential problems with the voting, and people were calling in and not able to vote for Portugal and stuff, but it wasn't going to score well with the jury, I guess, so I completely missed out Portugal. Portugal did not perform statistically here. I'm not saying it was a bad song or anything. I'm just saying that it's obvious that, Portugal just swung and missed this year in connecting with people. It connected with me. I loved it. A lot of other reviewers, like Shady Shay, that was his favorite song that he heard of the year. So a lot of us truly love the song, but overall, it wasn't the 11th or 12th place, close to qualifying. It just missed completely. So unfortunately, even with his performance, which I thought was awesome, Portugal just missed. Hungary got 12th, 97 points. So not really within striking distance, but Poland definitely was, so I feel better about picking Poland. Last place was Finland, which I'm a little shocked by that because I thought Finland was kind of a lower tier song in this semifinal. I've never been high on Finland, and from the beginning I've never picked them to qualify, but I would have expected maybe Belgium got last because they were, to me, the weakest performer. Montenegro got 16th, so they didn't get last. Good job, Montenegro. But they had, support of some of the other Balkan countries in here. Georgia, 14th, 62 points. So, yeah, you had Finland last, then Montenegro, then Portugal, then Georgia, then Belgium, then Hungary, then Poland, were your non-qualifiers in that order. So it was very interesting, for all the hype that Cyprus got, she actually was kind of closer to the borderline than we expected. And I found it really interesting that, Czech Republic did very, very, very well there. So, we can see here from the placing how certain songs ended up. So let's take a look at semifinal 2 here real quick. Oh my gosh. Major shocks. I hadn't even looked at this at all. So Duncan Lawrence obviously won with 280. Then North Macedonia got 2nd. Okay. Sweden got 3rd. I would have expected Sweden to beat North Macedonia, but Sweden only lost to North Macedonia by 1 point. So North Macedonia 239, Sweden 238. Fourth was Switzerland. Fifth was Azerbaijan. So in the final, did really well there. Sixth was Russia. Seventh was Norway. Eighth was Malta. Ninth was Albania. And Denmark was 10th. That's what I thought. And losing by 1 point to Denmark, Lithuania, which was in my top 10, and I wanted him to qualify so bad. I didn't pick him, but it was 1 point that Denmark snuck in over Lithuania. That's crazy. So Lithuania got 11th. 12th went to Moldova. Very good. 13th to Romania, who I picked to qualify. Definitely missed. 14th was Croatia, which I thought he deserved more. He was phenomenal in that semifinal. 15th was Latvia, so good, they didn't get last. 16th was Armenia, which, oh my gosh, I thought she would have just missed out. That's crazy. She got 49 points, though. Oh, man. Sorry, Armenia. I mean, she really was good, Some of the vocals were problematic, but I still thought she should have qualified, but she was way off. Austria was 17th with 21 points. I actually picked her as probably my loser of this semifinal, but that wasn't the case. Ireland was actually the loser of semifinal 2 with 16 points, and I thought she gave a good performance. I guess the song just wasn't exciting enough for people. Not too many discrepancies here. Everything that happened I could have guessed on. I would have expected, even with all the hate that Croatia got, that Rocco would have been a little higher, though, because the performance was just spot on. Same with Romania. I would have expected that to be a little higher. It's nice to see Moldova get 12th, though, because she really is awesome, and it's nice to not see, Moldova get buried completely because it's Moldova or something like that. Lithuania, too. Gosh. I can't believe Lithuania was 1 point from qualifying. It's got to be just gut-wrenching for Yuri, because he's a fantastic singer. Oh, man. I disappointed my cat over here, She's throwing a fit because Lithuania didn't qualify. So I wanted to make this quick video and go over the scores and everything. They just came up. I was like, oh, I got to do this real quick. So I'm basically getting ready for work now, and I'm going to go do that. But I wanted to give my opinion on the scoring and kind of my reaction to how the countries qualified. It's really interesting having this knowledge, about who was on the brink. I didn't expect Denmark to qualify, and they pulled it out by 1 point. And then Belarus was the 10th place that pulled it out by 2 points. And Poland was almost in there. So I'm actually really happy, because that shows that my predictions could have been better had a small change been made, so they weren't too far off. I could have had, I ended up getting 15 out of 20, which I think is crap. It's not good. I don't consider 15 very good, but 16 sounds a little better. I consider good to be like getting 17 out of 20 would be good, I would call. I would call 16 average. Getting 8 right in each would be average to me. 17 would be okay, better than average, I guess, just okay. Good is, 18, 19, and then great, all 20. So my best I've ever done was I've gotten, prediction-wise, 19 out of 20, and that was 2016. My very first ever picking, my very first ever guess for qualification, I got 10 out of 10. I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy. No, it's not. Not at all. I think next year my strategy has to be go with my heart rather than analytics, because they say people picking like sporting events and stuff do a lot better. The people that are only kind of invested in it rather than those that are super obsessed, because the super obsessed ones will nitpick everything and then outsmart their common sense and make dumb decisions because they're like, oh, analytically, numerically, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, the obvious, the blatantly obvious right in front of their face just goes over their head. So I think for next year, I need to follow my heart more and kind of not worry about studying so much, but just feel it and go with that, because it's hard, but I enjoy making picks a lot. It's nice hearing these results, so I just wanted to share this video with y'all about the placings. So that was placings for semifinal 1, semifinal 2, my little analysis. So let me know what your biggest shock or disappointment or whatever, however you feel about it, is. And for now, Lethargic Sloth out.